Hello seekers. Welcome back to the channel The GANN Way. I was not making videos because I was a bit busy on some personal research. Anyway, if you are wondering why I have deleted the tunnel through the air decoding videos, well, the answer is that I had revealed a bit more than I wanted to. So for today let's look at George Bayer. Well, George Bayer has wrote many books with the same trading style that GANN had. Let's look at the books. Bible Interpretations, 1937. Well, this is really good book if want to understand how Bible is coded. Next one is The Time Factors in the Stock Market, 1937. Then we have Complete Course in Astrology, Erection and Interpretation of Horoscopes for Natives as well as for Stocks, 1937. Well, what I want the reader to be aware of is that, don't completely believe George Bayer. I mean, we can understand this with the example of William Shakespeare. You know his famous line, "What's in a name?" What he wants was to ensure that reader check the name himself because there is everything in the name. If you understand numerology, Kabbalah, etc., you know what I mean. Let's get back to the topic. His other books are Stock and Commodity Trader's Handbook of Trend Determination 1940. The Egg of Columbus 1942. That book is what I'm going to cover in this video. Look at the cover of the book very carefully. Because this book is very small, just 18 pages. Although, I love small books as I had to spend less time reading it. Let's read the foreword. The matter dealt with in this work is the hardest and most difficult subject anyone could touch. It attempts to explain the ways to make money in markets by the use of strange, natural, but true cycles. A tiny little bit of the surface is here but scratched, when we consider that some writers have used up 20,000 pages such as Swedenborg did. Athenaeus used for the same about 3,000 pages, one old Greek text in my possession used 18 pages to cover the laws. And I try to condense the job down to the same size. Well, the cycles he is telling in this one are not planetary cycles, I can assure you on this one. Page 4. You may remember from school days that in antiquity they had the 7 wonders of the world to show. This is what encyclopedias tell you. They were 1. The pyramids of Egypt 2. The hanging gardens of Semiramis at Babylon 3. The temple of Artemis at Ephesus 4. The sitting statue of Zeus, Jovis, at Phidias 5. The mausoleum in Halicarnassus 6. The Colossus at Rhodes 7. The light tower at Alexandria Y7? What you can understand with 7. Yes, you are very close. This agency activates nature. It's on page number 7. Is that page number or number 7 itself important? Let's look at the explanation of nature by George Bayer himself. Nature is moved by a thing found engraved on every violin which is made. It has the form of some symbol or eye. Do you know what that is? I will not define it any closer, but that is the it. Well, those are Mr. Bayer's words, not mine. Let's read more. This must be clear. There is an interweaving of cycles. Those who work with ellipses know that the new cycle has to be set within the end of the old ellipse. We begin with the hors d'oeuvre and a cocktail. Next follows the soup. After the soup comes the fish with which is served white wine. When the fish has been eaten, we start with the roast, and with the roast goes red wine. After the roast comes the sweet stuff, with it should be served champagne. Then we get cheese and crackers, and lastly, we get almonds and nuts with which goes a little cognac, brandy. Basically he is explaining you cycle with dinner table. The rich people have everything their heart desires, and for this reason a complete dinner is always for the rich. The poor people as a rule, I say so because, need this idea for the explanations of my cycles, have a difficulty deposing waste matters, while urinating is rather easy, others again who have eaten something wrong contract diarrhea and get deadly sick. Those especially who drink much water, wine or other beverages have plenty liquid available for disposal. Have to admit that Mr. Bayer have coded these cycles in a bit weird way. Let's see Nifty 50 and if that responds to the chart. Well, this is Nifty 50 chart, and if you see, this is clearly looks like tongue as explained by George Bayer. And then fish formation started, which was a really good move. Then down move, which is white wine. Then other moves are there but not easy to find them. Then tongue started again. Well, it is your work to find those moves in between. If you want to join the group you can contact me on my mail. It is mentioned in the description. Well, that is it for today. Goodbye. Have a nice day.